I spoke to the Prime Minister about the Voice, the referendum, as we wrap up this year and look to next year, and put to him this concern from Father Frank Brennan, a respected Jesuit priest and lawyer, and he said, can we design a voice which doesn't mean you're going off to the High Court every second day, among other concerns? He's obviously expressing the concern of some commentators and observers that this could be susceptible to legal challenge, the Voice. Do you think the Prime Minister would benefit and the Voice would benefit the referendum if he was able to put more detail out there to reassure undecided voters on this?
You know, the Voice is about the principle. Do Australians believe that Australia's First Peoples, First Nations people in Australia, should have a voice to Parliament on issues that affect them? And do we trust the Parliament to then come up with what that looks like? I think, yes, there is a case for more detail, but let's not get lost in the detail here. This is, the referendum is really about the principle of it. And, based on the stories I hear in here and the things I've seen on committees, we have to ensure that First Nations people have that voice. And I certainly support that. When it comes to legal challenges and lawfare, this is something you hear a lot about in the Senate, often to try and stop moving forward on these sorts of agendas of making things more inclusive. But this is happening at the moment. The Narrabri gas project in the Pilliga is being challenged by Gomeroi people at the moment, and yet both sides of politics are all for it. They want to fast track it, whereas First Nations people are saying, "Hang on, this is our land. We have native title over this. You can't just override it." So that's happening already, and I think it points to the lack of consultation and the lack of voice that First Nations people have on all sorts of issues.
Senator Pocock, I appreciate your time today and right throughout the year. All the best for the break.
Thanks, Kieran. Cheers.